Drive on, mama, buckle up. Andrea TV here from driveonmama.com, coming to you at 6:20 p.m. on a Tuesday, July 5th. We are starting our night at Pete's New Haven style of pizza. This is the first stop, and we have a batch order, $17.50 for 2.6 miles, and this is the first one. Let's go get it. Okay, second pickup on this batch order is at Wawa, and it's for the same customer. Love those batches. Let's go get it. Okay, there was a hidden tip. We received $21.50. Yay, let's go back to the avenue. Okay, we have our next order up on Doordash, $7.75 for 1.2 miles. We're going to Spring Garden. Next up, we have Uber Eats, $7 for 1 mile, picking up at Bowie Monger. Let's see if it's ready. Okay, the Bowie Monger was ready and it was a smooth drop off, and we took some orders off the screen because we had family issues to deal with. We have a banded taco on Doordash. It was offered $6.75 for 1.2 miles. It was a small hidden tip and it became $7.25. We also have a Thai pad on Doordash going $6.75, going 1.6 miles, which we took. And then we had an Instacart for $12, shopping for 4 items and then delivering 1.4 miles. Then at that point, we took a CVS shop and pay. There was a couple of replacements, but she accepted the substitution, so it still remained $12. The CVS shop and pay was for $14.25, shopping for 6 items and then driving it 0.4 miles away. And we have completed all of those. Our dash continues. Okay, we have logged out of the Bethesda zone at 9:30 when we dropped off that last CVS. We are now in the upper northwest, and this dash will last from 9:30 till I'm ready to go home. We have our first McDonald's for the night, $11.70 on Uber Eats, going 1.2 miles. Okay, that went smoothly. We have our next order on Uber Eats, $7.22, going 2.1 miles. We are going to the Mayflower Chinese restaurant. Let's go. Okay, we are still on our way to the Mayflower, and we accepted an add-on for only $4.50, going an additional 0.6 miles. Our second pickup will be Wawa, and we took it because 10 p.m. to 11 p.m. are the slowest night hours in my market. And Doordash is offering no peak pays at all. Typically, they do offer $1 or $2 in the upper northwest zone. That's one of the reasons why I choose it. And on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday nights, it's usually $3 peak pay, and that's why I choose it, in addition to other reasons. So they have absolutely no peak pays at all. So we're going to go and get this little bit of money. We have arrived. Oh, and I forgot to mention, DoorDash has not gone off at all since I've signed it into the upper northwest zone. So let's go get this Chinese food. And we have arrived at the second pickup. The Mayflower restaurant and Wawa are literally 1 block away from each other. Let's go get this. Okay, we just picked up the Wawa, and one of the items is some Ben & Jerry's. There are about 4 bags sitting there waiting. I don't know when they put the ice cream in the bag, but I'll do my best to keep it cold. At the McTickities, $6.86, going 2.1 miles on Uber Eats. Doordash is still sleeping, not a one. Corrected. Doordash just sent a $4.75 for 1.3 miles on the route that we're taking for Uber Eats. We took it. Let's go. Okay, both orders were ready. They are in the car. It is currently 10:46 p.m. I am interested to know if the $4.75 Doordash is a no tip that worked its way up from the $2.75 base pay in my area up to $4.75, or if it is an order with a $1 or $2 tip. The customer essentially got a crispy chicken sandwich. 1 sandwich, no fries, no drink. So if they tipped $2, I think that's fair. But we're on our way. Okay. It's dropped off now. There was a $2 tip, and $2.75 base pay. So yay, customer. Let's go drop off. Now 11:35 p.m. and we did take an order. I was on the phone. My daughter is going to a sleepaway camp for basketball, and tonight was the first night. And she finally got back to the dorms and was able to talk a few minutes. And then I had to talk to my husband about what my daughter said. So now we have our next McDonald's. Yeah, our next McDonald's on Uber Eats. It was $11 and change, going 3.5 miles. It is in the car, and we are on our way. Let's go. Okay, we stopped at McDonald's for a bathroom break and a diet soda, and we have taken our last order for the night. You see these three cars. This is me sitting waiting for an order. Next to me, someone sitting waiting for an order. Next to them, someone sitting waiting for an order. And there was somebody right there on the street, but I guess they got one. It is super slow and time to go home. And we have our last order on the night. It is Doordash, $10.75 for 3.8 miles. Let's go get it. Okay, that drop off is complete. And do you want to guess out of the $10.75 what was what? Well, I'm gonna let you know. The base pay in my area is $2.75. If a dasher doesn't accept it, it goes up by 25 cents until someone does accept it. So when you hit confirm and see the dollar amounts, you can see what the base pay was. Of that $10.75, $6.25 was base pay. Because they did not have any promos, any peaks. Remember I said in the upper northwest zone, they usually have $1 or $2 peak pay every night of the week, except for on the weekends, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and sometimes Sunday, it'll be $3 peak pay. There was no peak pay as far as I knew at all for, most of the night after 8 p.m. They had to throw on the peak pay to get people to stay out there or come out there. So it's $6.25 base pay, $2.50 peak pay, and a $2 tip. A $2 tip to bring her food almost 4 miles from her home after midnight. And do you want to guess the age or of the person? Because it can be all ages, but it's typically young people. She looked like a college student that was home for, the summer or whatever. She looked a little out of sorts, but fully dressed. And the reason why I know this is because she came outside. Because they didn't have not a light on in their house. And their house is deep back in the woods. My favorite situation. And because the car had my husband, my son, and my daughter, and we were taking her up to camp, everything is not where I am used to it being. So the flashlight is somewhere in this car, but it wasn't in the little cup holder because the cup holder was full of other things. So I'm searching in the car for my flashlight, and I guess she sees that I've arrived, and then she realizes, hey, it's no lights on. And she most likely doesn't or didn't want her parents to know that she ordered because she didn't turn on any lights. She used her cell phone flashlight with no shoes on to come out and meet me. And I was grateful for that. So we are on our way home, and I will come back with our totals. What is the evergreen content that I am going to talk about? I might as well talk about my worst non-tip order ever, or my worst tip ever on Doordash. The lowest tip ever on Doordash. That number would be 0.00. And the situation was back in the winter time, and it was a Chick-fil-A order. It was a dead weekday morning, and I usually don't go to Chick-fil-A, especially around the time that the high school starts or gets out. So the high school that's closest to Chick-fil-A is literally a block away, and it is so full of teenagers during the start time and the end times. You're going to be waiting forever because they're going to come in droves and order food to the point where they usually have an officer outside keeping the peace. So I'll put it that way. So it was a $6.75 going like 1.2 miles, only about a mile from the store, and it was after 9 a.m. so the teenagers could not be in the store anymore. and it should have been ready. So I took the order, and immediately the young lady says, "How far away are you? I'm late for a flight." That should have been a red flag right there. It was like, I just took your order. Why would you order Chick-fil-A if you're late for a flight? You know it's going to take time for Doordash to deliver. I said, well, I just picked up your order, and as soon as they hand it to me, I'll be on my way. I get there. It is an apartment building. They do not give me the code. They do not mention there's a code. They do not come downstairs. And they do not respond to the buzzer when I find the apartment number and ring it. Even though she texted me right away when I took the order, telling me she was late for a flight and could I hurry. I have to wait for someone to come out of the building in order for me to go into the building. There is no concierge. So I get upstairs, take the picture, and hit confirm. That $6.75 is all base pay. She paid $0.00 in tip. Well, I said, well, that's why you were waiting and late for your flight. If you have money for a flight, you should have $2 at least for a tip. So that is my evergreen content for tonight, and I'll come back with our totals and drive home, mama. Relax, sit back, the shift is over. 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 Relax, sit back, the shift is over.